5, 4, 3, 2. Dun, 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 dun. I know. You see. All right, who the fuck is playing shit in the background? We gonna have to scrap up, goddammit. Hello and welcome, everybody. My name is Jonathan, a.k.a. Prodigy, a.k.a. the Brown Johnny Bravo. Welcome back to the podcast. I got my boy JMV here.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
And we have a new guest here. Please introduce yourself, brother.
What's up, everybody? My name is JD, a.k.a. Johnny Dunson. Happy to be here.
Beautiful. And the people want to know, man, like, how do you know us, man? How do we know each other?
Well, you know, making music all throughout my life, on the road of just being creative, you are able to pick up a few friends, you know, on the internet or if it's through school. But with you guys, yeah, y'all are my cousins, man, my brothers.
Hey, that's definitely a way to put it.
That shit is beautiful, man. Yeah.
So, like, our relationship isn't optional, basically. Like, yeah.
Hell no. I have to see all y'all motherfuckers like multiple times a year. We got to keep it light or else, like, you know, we're just going to have a bad time.
All right. It is what it is. All right. So, last podcast, me and Jordan were talking about, like, just like Asian representation in Hollywood. And we were just really just trying to figure out why, I guess, Asians don't have proper representation or why Hollywood treats us the way that they do when it comes to casting Asians in movie roles and whatnot. And so we were just trying to get down to the specifics of it. Just like really, really quick, do you have any like thoughts on that or not?
Wow, that's like a pretty loaded question.
Yeah, it is pretty loaded, but
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of factors to it. Like,
why do you think it is? Like, do you think they don't think we're marketable enough? Like, do you think we're like our image isn't good for the big screen? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think that has anything to do with it?
Just like looking at it from like in a world sense, you know, the Asian male is not really, you know, the stereotype for it. It's like a submissive, kind of just like a worker. It's not someone that's like usually seen as like the hero. So like throughout history, I guess like just how everything is fucking just whitewashed, you know, we're kind of under that blanket too of, you know, all our characters being taken by white actors because that's just the way Hollywood works, I guess.
It's the way Hollywood works. And I don't think Hollywood understands that they need to take responsibility because they don't realize, you know, the media influences culture. You know, it influences the way that people act. It influences the way that people look at themselves. You know what I mean? Like, people don't think they're beautiful or whatever because they don't look like this movie star or that movie star. Do you agree, Jordan?
I agree with everything.
All right. Well, like I said, man, so, you know, proper, like diversity in Hollywood and shit, it's really necessary because, like I said, man, like, the media just controls everything. Like, it has an effect on the way that we grow up and the way that we look at ourselves. So I kind of wanted to talk about, did you have some thoughts on that or not?
Yeah, you know, and there's two sides of it, too. You know, there's the way society treats Asians. There's the, you know, quote unquote yellow Asians versus the quote unquote brown Asians. Like, you know, when you finally do see some representation in media, it's more towards, you know, the lighter skin type of, you know, Asian races like Korean. You see a lot of, you know, like the Crazy Rich Asians. Those are all like the lighter skinned Asians.
Right.
And we never see any type of representation towards people with different shades of skin. That's
true, man. And so for this episode, I just want to talk a little bit about cultural identity, something that I've really dived into embracing the last few years. It's not that there was a point where I was like in denial of it, but more so trying to put more effort and trying to consciously embrace it like publicly. So that's something I wanted to talk about because I know a lot of people actually like around our age. I know quite a few people who are Asian specifically that say things like, I'm not like who my culture is, or my culture doesn't define me, or, you know, shit like that. Like, they're like, my culture isn't who I am and shit like that. Or they're like, it doesn't matter what culture that I came from or my family is. Like, that's just, I am who I am. And so there was this one time I was watching a YouTube interview, and I forgot what kind of interview it was, but there was an Asian girl, and she even said, sometimes I forget I'm Asian. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? You said you forgot you're Asian and she has blonde hair and shit. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. I'm like, how do you forget you're Asian? Like, so that's just something I can't really connect with. And so it was just confusing. And I don't know, maybe it's more likely to not have as much cultural identity if you grew up, like, I don't know, somewhere in the Midwest or something. You know what I mean? But but that being said, there's still a lot of people in like cultural melting pot states like California or New York. There's people who find it hard to identify with their own, especially Filipinos. So like for example, there's the whole like the Filipinos being Asian or being Pacific Islander debate. Yeah, you have any thoughts on that or not?
Yeah, you know, wow, that was a lot. Hold on. I was thinking of a lot of things.
I'm talking about the Asian versus Pacific Islander thing right now.
What were you talking about in the beginning of that? My bad.
I was talking about how some people are like they forget they're Asian. They're like, I don't give a fuck what my culture. Yeah, they're like, I don't give a fuck what my culture is. I'm just what I am.
Yeah. So, you know, from my experiences growing up in predominantly like white areas, there's definitely a lot of like self-hate, like internal self-hate that you kind of build up as you grow up, seeing like, you know, everything from the media telling you you're not good enough as an Asian male, you know. So that just all kinds of that kind of like that manifests itself in a lot of ways. And one of the, you know, most eye-opening things that happened to me when I was in college, one of my Filipino friends was like, yeah, I'm ashamed to be Filipino. I'm like, damn, you know, I've never felt that way, but you know, subconsciously, I probably prefer like things that are like, you know, white based or like things that are perceived as, you know, white, just because like subconsciously that's like what you grew up with. But yeah, that really took me down to the road of learning more about my culture and just seeing how important it was in how I identify myself and how much I take of it in my own identity. And yeah, it's been something I definitely wanted to reclaim in these past years. Been telling people my name is Juan Domingo, like that full name, even though that's a Spanish name. That colonized the Philippines.
Hey, that's a whole different story.
We gotta start somewhere, you know.
It is, but you know, colonization is part of the history and the culture, so it's like it is what it is. You know?
Exactly.
But so I guess what I'm seeing here is that there's a theme of just like some sort of self-hatred that a lot of Asians or Filipinos may or may not have, whether it's due to the media or whether it's due to the people around you and shit. So I guess that's why I was bringing up you want to say something, Jordan, or not?
I feel like I hear that a lot too, but also I look at like where these people are coming from, and it's, you know, it's from like middle America, right, or like very predominantly white areas. Because I'm telling you right now, bro, like I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. I've never heard of any Asian like not like their heritage, Filipino,
That's
Chinese,
true.
Korean, whatever.
It's kind of half and half for me though. It's not that I see people. It's not that I see people hating on their own culture, but I definitely do see people that like, you know, they look like they're people, but they don't act like they're people. You know. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of just hard to tell.
I feel like most of it is definitely like where you're raised. I mean, because obviously, if you struggle to see another person who looks like you around you, I mean, what are you gonna think of yourself? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, and just like, again, growing up in a predominantly white area, you just like hear little things that like that kind of feed into that self-hatred. Like sometimes like you'll bring like something that your mom cooked for lunch and they'll be like fucking teasing that shit, and you're just like, man, this is what we eat like every single day.
Yeah,
like
this is normal to me.
And
yeah, low key, they don't know my lunch is about to be good as fuck. Like fuck your burger.
Exactly.
I'm like,
but
bro,
you know,
my shit,
at
whatever
that time,
I'm eating is better than what you got. I'll tell you
as long as you got a microwave, though. As long as you got a microwave.
Nah, I still fuck with that cold rice. Fuck it, man.
I fuck with the cold rice. I guess that.
But yeah, you know, over time, you just see yourself as the other, and that really, you know, feeds into your self-hatred, and that's something you really have to work towards, like, as you get older and older.
So I'm seeing like there's a lot of people out there, a lot of Filipinos that have it hard identifying as Asian. So that's why I brought up the Asian versus Pacific Islander thing. Like, so like you guys think we're Asian or Pacific Islander? Like both of you guys, real quick.
Identify as both.
Okay,
I think we're definitely. I could see the Pacific Islander argument, but I'm more on the side towards I think we're more Asian more than anything.
Okay, it's one thing to say that you think we're both, but it's one thing to say we're not Asian, we're Pacific Islander. You know what I mean? So to not identify with Asian, that's a different story. So I'm wondering, why are there Filipinos out there that want to die on this hill of identifying as Pacific Islander rather than Asian? Because I know the Philippines is a summation of thousands of different islands in the Philippines, like or in the thousands of islands in the Pacific Ocean. But like we're in Asia, bruh. Like, are we not in Asia, or we're Asian, right?
We are like right next to like Japan and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like we are definitely like more on the Asian side of the Pacific. You feel me? Like.
Yeah, you know, it all depends on like where our ancestors like pretty much came from,
right?
Or the indigenous people there, that whoever got there first,
right? So like I've looked into it a little bit. I heard that in school in the Philippines we are taught that we're Asian. Can anyone here confirm this or not? But I've heard that in school in the Philippines they're taught that they're Asian.
I mean, I would think that. I wouldn't be surprised at that.
So I'm wondering why are there Filipinos out there that have this difficulty of identifying as Asian? The only possible reason that I can probably think of is that like the only possible reason why you wouldn't identify as Asian and you would like really fight to identify as Pacific Islander is that maybe that there's like some sort of aesthetic of being a Pacific Islander that they don't want to be they don't want to be grouped in with other Asians like Chinese and Japanese and Thai and Vietnamese and Koreans.
I mean, I don't want to be hella simplistic about it, but yeah, I feel like they just think that being considered Pacific Islander is more cool or like, you know what I'm saying, more hip. I don't know, like some weird shit like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, again, it all ties in with like that self-hate and like how society sees Asians as like not
strong, right? Or
not
something
strong,
like that.
You know, it's submissive. We're just good at math. We're good at work. We're good workers, but we're not like innovators. We're not leaders. And that's something we're working to change right now, definitely.
Right, because it's not like from a social standpoint or like in professional situations, it's not like Asians are losing opportunities because they're not Pacific Islander, you know, or because they're losing opportunities because they're Asian. So people should identify as Pacific Islander. Like, there's no benefit other than just saying you're Pacific Islander. Am I wrong or what?
Well, that could be like, there could be an effect because like, especially with the work I did with helping these inner city Filipinos get to college, we're classified as Filipinos. We're classified as Asians in the same group as like Koreans, Chinese, but historically those groups are more well off than historically where Filipinos are. So we're actually getting we're not getting enough aid and enough help because we're being grouped off with the well-off, Asian races. So I could see that argument that being lumped in with the other Asian races, it kind of mushes like their identity, It
could mush the identity, but is that from a social standpoint and like the opinions of other people in a social situation, or is that like, are people losing opportunities, like job opportunities, because these people are well off? Like, is that what it is or not? Like, are employers really looking at applications like, this guy's Asian, he doesn't need it, the job?
I wouldn't say that.
You would hope that they're not thinking like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And just to add to it, but they have another application and it says Pacific Islander and they're gonna get the job. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of my point. It's like, I get it. Like, Asians definitely do have some sort of a, people think certain ways about it, like whether it's good or bad. But like to change your identity from Asian to Pacific Islander as if it has some sort of benefit to it, other than just the aesthetic of it, I'm just not understanding. So
I think it has a lot to do with just like how a person, like how it works into a person's identity. I don't think like it has much of an effect like socially, but when I don't know, maybe you could like I don't know, maybe like if you look at the roots of what being a Pacific Islander is, you know, you identify with those roots more.
We probably do
feel more in tune with your culture than if you were identified as Asian.
Right. I get it.
I
get it. Like I'm not opposed to the concept of being Pacific Islander. Like if there was some sort of like official definition of what Pacific Islander is and the Philippines was in it, I wouldn't be mad. I'm just saying like if you like, okay, we're Pacific Islander, but we're Asian too, bro. Like,
yeah,
like we're
definitely
Asian too. So it's like, why do people go like, yeah, that was just some thoughts that I had. But I don't know, this self-hatred thing is crazy though, because this culture thing, like, I don't want my kids to be like washed and just blank canvases, you know, like the blonde girl, like the blonde Asian girl that I was talking about earlier, saying that like sometimes she forgets that she's Asian. Like I don't want my kids to be washed or just like blank canvases with purely only like American culture, you know? Because
I'm being honest, like if you were raised with that kind of mindset too, that just means that your family didn't
exactly. I agree with that.
Any kind of pride in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, and it's not only. It's not only in America, because when I went to the Philippines recently and we visited one of my mom's coworkers, and they lived on a very like gated community, like you could see that they're pretty much like cut off from what society's pretty much like in the Philippines.
Right.
Like just super wealthy. And like her daughter didn't even know how to speak Tagalog, man. She just
she lives in the Philippines.
She lived in the Philippines.
Did not know how to speak Tagalog?
They thought that language was dirty. I
don't know about that.
Bro.
That's wild. That's wild.
That's kind of crazy to me.
That's another wild. Because I know there's subcultures in the Philippines, and I don't know, that could be an episode on its own, but there's definitely subcultures in the Philippines when it comes to shit like that. So
the point what I was trying to make is just that it starts, you know, at the root, you know, that self-hate that like we put it on ourselves. Like I remember this quote I read in one of my classes. It's like, you know, colonization is working when, you know, the people do it to themselves.
Right.
And like when we try to enforce all this like colorism, and like in the Philippines, man, there's a fucking that industry of whitening your skin is like
definitely.
Like it's a giant industry. Probably.
It's huge. It's huge. We gonna dive into that in a bit. We gonna dive into that in a bit, probably like a few minutes. But you know that the whole concept of like forgetting our culture and shit, like our kids forgetting our culture. It sounds bizarre as fuck to me and like to us, but like we don't even realize like. The more and more we go down the generations, the more likely it's gonna happen, bro. Especially because we moved to definitely. America, and we have like intercultural or different cultural relationships. Because look, Jordan and I don't speak Tagalog fluently, obviously, right? But like, unless we married another Filipina. How, Jordan, look, how would we ensure that our kids would have any type of Filipino culture compared to how much we have right now growing up with the first generation immigrants? That's why I'm over here trying to learn like as many Filipino recipes as I can. I'm like trying to learn Tagalog like as best as I can, because if we don't, our kids are going to have that they're not going to have that culture in them, and then our future generations are going to completely lose touch of the culture and the lifestyles of like their descendants, you know what I mean?
Hey, let's be real. Like, if you wanna get in touch with a culture, bro, like the best way to do it is through food. Like, for real.
So it's like at the very least we gotta learn those recipes. But like, you know, like sometimes I think about it. Like, we were raised by first generation immigrants, so we have that culture. But obviously, look, if we marry someone who's not of our culture, our kids are automatically going to lose that culture unless we instill it. And so the fact that we don't know the language, et cetera, like they're going to lose it. Like, you know, like it's just a fact.
It is. I mean, like you said, we even struggle with it a whole lot. So, but at the same time, it's like where
we're already a version of that. Like, as much as we take pride in it, we're already a version of that because we don't speak Tagalog, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But at the same time, we love our culture, though. We do, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So we just got to do our thing and just try
so there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to be perfect on either way.
Can I add something to that?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's something that's like you definitely need to like actively maintain.
Yeah, you know, bro, it has to be a conscious like action. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like The only reason I still know like most of Tagalog right now is because my parents spoke it in the household. So,
Right.
you just hear it all day. But it's not like I'm still like fluent. Like I could speak, but people from there, they know I'm from the States. Like I got that American accent. And yeah, I think one of the best ways to get in touch with your culture is learning the language, because language is how people see the world. I remember reading this article about this tribe. I think it was in Brazil. They went to like investigate their language, and in their language they didn't have any numbers like farther than 13 or any colors past basic colors, and they like also couldn't imagine what any numbers above what their language set for, or any colors like outside of what they learned. So I feel like learning the language, especially what you're doing right now, Jonathan, I know you're trying to learn the language. I think that's fucking awesome. I know I'm definitely gonna try to teach that to my kids. Like I'm definitely gonna try, but you never know. Like they go into school in American society.
Language is hella important, but there's so many things like every single stereotype you can think of, like the pointing with your lips, or the no shoes in the house, all that shit, like the eating rice with everything, all that shit, like doing this on this holiday or that, and like, you know what I mean? Like there's so many things that I know for a fact that me and Jordan, like I'm just picking on me and Jordan because we're more Americanized than you are, obviously, but there's a lot of those things that we're gonna lose, like if we don't actively try to do it. So I don't know. It's just something that I think about from time to time.
Yeah, no. That's definitely something I think about too, because that's one thing that I've been afraid of losing, but I know I've been losing a little bit of it like as I get older.
Right.
Just living in an American society, you're just kind of out of touch with the Philippines, because you're not there, like experiencing it on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we're in America. It's like it's hard to instill something that you're not really around at all.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's something that you gotta forcibly kind of get around you.
Right. Yeah, it's like use it or lose it. That
it's really just embrace it or waste it. Ooh, that's a bar. That's a bar. Hey, I should start rapping, bro.
But different.
I should start rapping, bro. What? Okay. So next, like something I was wondering. Has there been any pressure from your guys' parents in dating women, or like dating men? If either of you guys swing that way, you know what I mean? In dating of the same culture or ethnicity, because has there been any pressure from your parents or not?
My mom and dad never really had a say in that.
No say at all. Not one comment, like not one suggestion or anything.
I think my mom would make jokes about like how she would want to date like a Filipino woman or something like that. But like it was never really like she sat me down. It was like, hey, bro, you gotta do this. It was just like a joke in passing or something. Right. So I guess in that regard, like I'm kind of
probably not as serious as it's probably not serious. Not even worth mentioning.
Not serious. It was just like a joke every now and then.
How about you, JD?
Yeah, honestly, I've been lucky in that same regard too. Like, they honestly just told me when I was like telling them I was like in high school, I remember, and I was like talking to like to like a few different girls, and they were all like different races, and I told them about it and see if they cared, like, but they just said like as long as you're happy, like, so I'm really lucky with that. Yeah. But yeah, no pressure, thankfully.
That's cool. So. What you said? What?
But at the same time, I was going to say that, like, I know that this is a big conversation for a lot of other people, in Asian cultures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, well, Jonathan, say what you're going to say before we get more into it.
Wait. Actually, my mom, she wanted me to fucking marry somebody rich. That was like,
hey, that's somebody with a whole different episode.
Who hasn't? My mom hasn't said that to them.
That's a whole different episode. Hold on.
Like, hey, man, you want to marry someone rich, so I'll be good, too.
I'm act like you didn't say that. All right, because look, it's the same thing. I've had the what is it called? The privilege to not be pressured by my parents to date, within my culture. But It's different for our situation. I could see how for other Asian parents it could be viewed as is easier, right? Like, or in general, it could be viewed as easier to integrate them into the family. But we might just be lucky because all our parents speak English. You know what I mean? All our parents speak English, so it might not be. It might be a bit not justifiable, but a bit more understandable if our parents spoke no English and they wanted to have some sort of relationship with like your spouse. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know. We do have that advantage, but like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've heard some really fucked up stories about, about this exact situation we're talking about. Like there was this one, it was a Korean guy who married an African American lady, and the dude's parents just did not want any part of it, man. Like they didn't come to the wedding. They do not even acknowledge the wife. I remember they had a kid, and they brought him around to the parents' house and to kind of they YouTube all this shit, so like they document it. The fucking parents, they just cracked open the door and wouldn't even let them in. Like they had their fucking grandchild. Yeah, because she was African American, and the parents wouldn't even let them in the fucking door with their fucking grandchild. And I'm like, bro, what kind of fucking hatred is that? You know what I'm saying? That you're not gonna let your son, his wife, and the grandchild, and your grandchild in the house. Like, what kind of deep hatred is that? That shit is
some savage shit by the parents.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Insane to me, dude. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So luckily we've like have the privilege of.
So like, bro, like
that's
we're
a different
lucky.
situation.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I guess we had lucky situations because that's like literally like a make it or break it situation with family. Sometimes
I think I was giving them a benefit of the doubt.
Very true.
I was giving them a benefit of the doubt, like making it a language barrier, but. That situation you're talking about, Jordan, that's just straight racism because I'm pretty sure they both
racism.
speak English.
Like legit racism. Like, yeah, like there's no sugarcoating it.
Crazy, man. Well, shit. I mean, that's that. Any more thoughts or not?
I think we're cool.
All right. So I know JD brought up colorism a little bit, and so that's something I kind of wanted to dive into. So, JD, man, I'll give you the honors to explain what is man.
I know you got a lot of opinions on this.
I'm gonna lob this one to you, bro. Hey,
not really. I just said most of them already.
No, hey, check this out. I'm gonna throw it to you. All right, ready? Boom. What is colorism in Filipino culture, JD?
Well, colorism in Filipino culture. I'll go back to the example that everybody knows. You know, has your mom ever put pulbos on your face or that baby powder on your face? Jonathan, you ever get that treatment?
No, I did not. I did not.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I know that's a fact for a lot of.
How about
Filipinos
you, JD? How about
here.
you?
Yeah, definitely. As a kid, there's hella pictures of me with like looking like a half ghost, like I'm fucking getting prepped to fucking get buried or something because my mom put way too much baby powder on me.
This fool lost all his blood flow in his face.
Bro, and like even recently, my mom was putting like some baby powder on her face, and I'm like, Mom, like
I thought on your face. I was like, oh, what?
Nah, I would never, bro. I was like, wait. Yeah, man, and you know, revisiting the Philippines recently, it's still crazy out there, man, with the colorism. I thought it would be like something.
So to the people listening that don't know the word colorism, what is colorism?
It's when you kind of discriminate against like different shades of skin. Like
different shades of skin.
When you think, yeah.
So you're purposely using all these skin products and all this shit to make your skin lighter to appeal to.
It's just thinking that a darker shade of skin is inferior to a lighter shade of skin.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so if people don't know who's listening, so like just like in African American and Black culture, there's light skins and there's dark skins in the Philippines, and so it's the same situation. There's colorism in all cultures, but the Philippines is very, very prevalent. So to put it in like layman's terms, colorism is just modern Filipino mentality. Like Filipino colorism is the mentality that being dark equates to not being as beautiful or not being as beautiful. It's a looks thing. It's not being as beautiful as you could be if you were of lighter complexion.
It's all part of that colonial mindset.
It's the colonial mindset. Where does it stem from, Jetty? You know, right? Like the colonial
definitely.
mindset.
You know, like when you look at, I just visited Europe and I thought they were like, I didn't know it was Europeans are just basically fucking white people in Europe that spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
I thought they were like low key, like more like Latin descendants, but no, like, so just seeing how the Spanish colonized the Philippines for like what 400 years, and then America colonized them. Of course, that people are gonna see like all the leaders are all like light skin. Like probably slaves were darker skinned people, just seen as like not as good, and you know that manifests itself in a lot of ways today.
Right.
That colonial mindset, and that all ties in with the self-hate that people have because of that colonial mindset.
And so, to put it simply, there's a lot of this mentality that, you know, if you were like back then, if you were dark, it means you worked in the fields. If you were light, you stayed inside with the air conditioning and everything. You know what I mean?
You were royalty.
Exactly. So you were thought of as like, you know, less status. And so this whole colorism mentality, it still lives on very prevalent to this day, 2020, and it's not really going away at all. And so, there's things like, so people are taking action, and because they don't think that they're as beautiful as that they really are. So they're doing things like skin whitening soaps. They're doing They're injecting themselves. I had a homegirl that told me that her mom and a bunch of her nurse homegirls inject themselves, bro. They inject themselves with something called glutathione. So basically, and then it like lightens their skin cells or something like that. I'm not like fully educated on it, but I know that's the end result. They take collagen and shit like that. And so it's crazy, bro. Crazy. They're over here.
Crazy.
It's crazy. So people are really like self-conscious about that shit. So I was curious, like, have you guys ever gotten comments or like indirect insults or maybe like microaggressions about how dark you are or like how light you aren't?
Yeah, going back against like when I recently went back to the Philippines, like even all my cousins there, like when they spend like too much time in the sun, they're like, "Oh, I'm getting dark," and stuff like comments like that. It's like not like overtly bad,
right.
But it still has like the same effect.
That deep rooted shit, right?
It
like
still
it
comes
goes
from
to
the
a
same
deeper
place.
place.
There's still always going to be that thought of like, okay, and you know what I mean? Like if someone says I'm getting dark, it's like, okay, I mean you're in the sun, so like, yeah. I mean, like, fuck, like growing up, like I don't know, like your mind is kind of wired to think that lighter means like cleaner, like a darker person is like dirtier, and like that'll fucking come up again for sure. But it's crazy where that thought process comes from, because it's like it's not logic. You know what I mean? There's probably some musty ass lighter skinned people. There's probably some clean ass dark people. Like not even probably there is. So yeah, how about you, Jordan? Have you got any like experiences with like your darker skin complexion or not?
No, not towards me personally.
Not from anyone. Not from.
No, I mean,
like Filipino aunties you don't really know and shit like that are like out of pocket when they talk to you and shit or anything.
Hey man, obviously we're all cousins, and I feel like all of us are kind of more on the darker side anyway. You know what I'm saying? We're not really light skinned, exactly.
Right.
But I see this shit all the time as far as like media, right? Let's say like K-pop, right? If you're not like the most lightest looking like person, like aesthetically, like it's like it's kind of like people think
that's a make it or break it thing for them.
Exactly.
That's true. Hey, that's true. Like, but you know, a lot of like majority Koreans, I might be ignorant for saying this. A majority Koreans are pretty light skinned, bro. Like they're pretty light skinned.
I would say that. Like,
a lot of Koreans,
they are.
majority Japanese, they're pretty light skinned.
No, like they are, but at the same time, like I watch like all these variety shows and shit like that, and they try to keep it like that. They definitely try to keep it like that because it's the same shit. If you're darker, you look funny. You don't look. You're not with the norm of like a celebrity, of someone, a position of power or a star. You know what I'm saying? If you're darker skinned and you're amongst all these people who are lighter skinned, it's weird looking.
Yeah.
And again, it just goes into that deep sense of this false ideal that dark skin is not successful or it's not beautiful. And I think we're in a moment in time, you know, with social media and shit, where we're calling people out on that bullshit because it's not acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Like dark skin,
Magandang Morenex, baby.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Fucking
bro.
dark.
Hopefully, because outside of the Asian culture, right? Like, I don't want to speak too much in African American culture, bruh. That shit is still very prevalent, bro. That just the whole concept of any culture of just lighter skin, like I love light skins and shit, et cetera, et cetera. It's the same thing for the Filipinos, bro.
No, it is.
If anything, it might be more. It might be more. It might be worse than the Philippines, is what I'm saying. Like, it might be worse than African American culture, bro.
Bro, I mean, we can't really speak on like their experiences because we never be able to go in their shoes. But in the Philippines, man, the billboards, bro. First of all, there's too many billboards, but oh my god, the amount of lighter skinned people on there.
He was like, "Wait, let me make it a point.
crazy.
Let me make it a point. There's too many billboards in the Philippines."
It's just too much advertising, man. Fuck. Like, can I not be
There'd
sold
be
something
billboards
right
inside
now?
the mall and shit. For real, I remember.
No, bro, like for real, like these beauty skin products that the sole purpose is to whiten your skin. That shit is fucking disgusting to me, bro. Like, really, like
It's crazy because when I went to the mall in the Philippines, like when I would go to the Philippines, I go to the mall, all the posters, all the billboards and shit, they're all very light skinned. But then if you just look down to the street, the people on the street, they don't even look like that, bro. It's crazy. Yeah. It's just like a worldwide catfish.
Wow, that's the perfect way to put it. A worldwide catfish.
Okay, yeah, bro. Because when I go to the Philippines, right, like last time I went to the Philippines, I got hit on a lot, bro. Especially from the gay people, but you know that's okay. But I get hit on by a lot, and I'm told I'm attractive because for one, they can tell I'm American, right? So that's automatic. Like I don't know.
Yup.
Yeah, they can tell I'm American,
baby.
Two,
That's the bag.
Two, like if you know my if you know my face. I have like a hint of mestizo on me. So like okay, so look, if you don't like JD, tell them what mestizo and like mestiza is real quick.
Bro, it's crazy because I've been told the same thing.
What is mestizo and mestiza?
It's like you got a little like indigenous blood in you.
Right.
Like you a mix. Like
you're
what
mixed.
Creole
You're mixed.
is,
Basically, you're mixed. You're not 100% Filipino. That's what
America,
mestizo is.
yeah.
So I got a hint of mestizo in me. So I don't look exactly look like I'm full Filipino because like I'm not. Like I have a little Spanish in me. I have a little whatever in me. But so I get looks from that. So even here in America, bro, I get a good 80% of the time, people who aren't Filipino assume that I'm not Filipino. Does that happen to anyone else or not? Or is that just me? Like, does everyone assume?
A lot of people think
I'm Latino.
A lot of people think I'm Samoan.
Yes, bro. A good 80% of the
too.
time. A good 80% of the time, people think that I'm Mexican. They think I might be Samoan sometimes. Sometimes they think I'm mixed with black. They usually think I'm Mexican though. Like they usually think I'm Mexican or some sort of Spanish, bro. Because one time I had this homegirl, right? Like I was at work, right? I work at a restaurant, and so the alley is the place where you get the food and then you clean the plate up a little bit, then you send it out so that it can go to the tables. So that's the alley. So I had a homegirl, one of my coworkers. She was like, Jonathan, I thought you were Mexican at first, but whenever you be singing, one time I heard you singing in the alley, and I was like, well, Mexicans don't sing. she was like, yeah, I know you're not Mexican because Mexicans don't sing. So I'm like, oh shit, like people really think I'm not Filipino. So a lot of people get surprised when I tell them I'm Filipino. And then I don't know what goes through their brain when I tell them I'm Filipino, whether it's like a positive thing or a negative thing, but who knows? But yeah, man. So I'm just wondering, like, why does this lighter complexion mentality? Why does lighter complexion equal more beauty? You know what I mean? Like, why does that mentality exist? Like in 2020.
Well, before we get more into that, specifically with our family, is a lot of people don't think Filipino is because we're so fucking tall.
That's true.
That's a big part of it. Actually,
That is a big part.
You're like 6'2", right?
I'm 6'1". I don't got
6'1".
no arguments about that. I'm glad I'm tall. You feel me? Like, okay.
I'm 5'11", bro. So that's why.
True.
Like,
That's
usually,
true. That is a good part of it. Yeah, because my height, like, that's true. I don't know
plus
what
you're
happened
flat top, dog. You like 6'5".
I'm like a cool 6'3.5". You feel me with the high top?
Shit.
You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man.
So I think that's why the Samoan assumptions come first, right? Is because we tall as shit.
That does have a part to do with it, but the face too, bro. Like I don't have like a textbook Filipino face.
Facts. You cute as fuck.
So yeah, man, this lighter complexion equals beauty mentality. Like we know the media enforces it, but like who made this rule? You know what I mean? Like who made this rule?
Bro, it's just that it stems from like hundreds and hundreds of years. It's just like, and it's like a mentality that seems normal, but as time goes on, you kind of figure out it's not, but it's just been embedded in our minds.
We've
like
had the privilege of
years.
realizing that it doesn't, but this is just us, bro. Like, this is just us. Like, too many people out there still believe this, like, fully believe this.
No,
everyone's still using the
dude.
soap. Everyone's still injecting themselves, bro. Like,
Yeah,
we're speaking for
just,
ourselves, bro. We're speaking for ourselves.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think like it all starts from like whoever is at the top, honestly, like who owns the media companies, like all that, because they'll always project like a wider image. Like in the Philippines, like most of like the giant companies in the Philippines are owned by Chinese and not by everyday Filipinos. Like what Duterte is doing right now, he's letting them pretty much slowly come more and more into the Philippines. So it's only going to get worse. And in America, like who owns all the media companies? Fucking white and Jewish people. Like that's just how it's going to be until there's more diversity and the people who's like making content that's available for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I guess I don't know who made the rule. Like obviously it stems from colonial mentality and the Europeans and the Spanish. Like
it's not no one person. It's just literally like a whole collection of everything.
Culture.
Yeah.
The culture.
It's the culture. And so I think if we were to try to take progressive steps, like I don't think the media realizes it's their responsibility at this point. If they even care. But I don't think, like, even in Hollywood, it ties back to our Hollywood and Asian conversation. Like obviously there's an obsession with the idea of not fully being like your own ethnicity, but like the media really controls it, bro. So if the media had cast more darker complexion people, if Hollywood media casted more Asians, like it's as simple as that, bro. Like that's just the generation that we live in, bro.
Yeah,
like
really
we
is.
idolize people that are on the big screen. We want to look like people on the big screen. People say things like, "Oh, you look like an actor." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten that? Like, you look like an actor. You look like an actress. You could be an actor. You could be a model. And so they only say that based. They only say that because they're saying you look like this person on whatever show. You know what I mean? So it ties back to the Asians in Hollywood thing. Because look, what's the process like to get more Asians in Hollywood, right? And to get them more Asians on the big screen. What's the general process of someone becoming a big famous actor, right? They get one big break, right? They get in one movie that blows up, and then other movies and directors and producers, they hit them up for them to be in their movie. So that boom, next movie. Next thing you know, they're taking over Hollywood. Yep. So it's their conscious like responsibility.
Yeah.
So like if more mainstream movies casted more Asians, then boom, like more opportunities. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, and like cast Asians in non-stereotypical like Asian characters.
I was
Exactly.
Hey, that's funny because I was just watching. I saw it was something on Twitter, and it was some African American dudes, and they were like, "Can we not get a fucking movie where we're like a person that's in like struggle because of our color, or like we're a person fighting for civil rights, or like just any those stereotypical black roles in the media? Why can't we be like a black person in like a fantasy movie, or like a black person in like a sci-fi movie? Why do we always have to be tied to the struggle?"
Yeah. A lot of African American actors, like, they have that similar struggle. But
I think it goes back to like, again, who owns all the media companies. Like, you see all the stuff that came out with Harvey Weinstein, and he's a producer, and he literally had the power to put anybody on any movie set. So like, to a white producer, well, like, why the fuck is that going to be important to them if it's not going to make them like a substantially more money? Because a lot of the diversity plays that like the studios are making today is because they're seeing that this is also a wave that can generate more profit, not because they're like trying to help in the diversity.
Yeah, no, they purely look at it from a money standpoint. There's no other way to really think of it. They can give two shits about diversity. The reason why it's becoming prominent now is just because of the time we're in. But if they could have their way, they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
that's why I think like our progress really isn't too crazy right now, because it's like
it's
because when you say it like that, it's true, bro. It's like, why would they care? Like, why? It's not affecting their business other than pissing a few 100,000 Asian people off, Like, it's not affecting their business. Like, we can't even protest it, bro. The only thing we can protest is if there's an Asian cartoon like Mulan or something where they try to replace the actors with white leads. That's the only way we can protest. Other than that, what are we gonna do, bro? Like, another regular ass movie's gonna come out, and then all the Asians are gonna be like, why are there no Asians in here? Like, that's not gonna happen, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's not gonna happen.
I mean, we got to make it happen, bro. Like, we got to start businesses in which we employ like more diversity. I mean, we got to come up with like content companies that employ, like, that have that mission. I think that's how it starts. Like, change is slow. Luckily we're getting these parts now, but I feel like definitely with our generation, like, we definitely got to continue that fight. But yeah, we could definitely start by just, making more content, trying to make it for ourselves, because we definitely could be those icons for those next little Filipinos,
Yeah, in the future. I mean, definitely we're not there yet, but I do see baby steps in progress. Because I keep saying this, but like, we're at a point in time in history right now where we're not going to accept this shit no more from all people of color. You know what I'm saying? We all want more. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be fucking pushed to the background because the media or whatever says so. Like, we're going to try to get our shit out there. You know what I'm saying? So,
on off topic, do you guys see that news about like what Netflix wanted to do with the Avatar live action?
I
that shit was wild, right? They wanted to put a white lead and shit. Mm-hmm. That's wild, man.
I was really looking forward to it too, and then
me too, bro.
And then the original creators
for fucking Netflix.
The original creators like dropped out because of
that, right?
Yeah, they're like, this is not the vision we wanted, so good luck to them, but like, we're not fucking with it. And I'm like, oh Lord, I don't know if I want this shit anymore.
Okay, well look, bro, that's true, because we were talking about that, right? Weren't we, Jordan? We were talking about that last episode.
We were talking about the first movie, which was complete ass, and
which is the same thing. It's gonna happen again, right? Basically, they're trying to have a white lead.
Yeah,
and so
that's how they ruin
so
Dragon
their
Ball.
Decisions, bro. I'm telling you, this is the only way that we can protest, bro. Because they're not, like, I can tell you right now, I'm a motherfucking psychic, bro. That movie's not gonna do numbers, bro. It's not gonna do numbers. If they do that, it's not gonna do numbers, bro.
TV show on Netflix.
TV show, they're not gonna do numbers, bro. They're not gonna do numbers, bro. They're not gonna do numbers because of that.
Yeah. No, especially now, dude. No one's gonna do it, especially with social media, and we're just gonna flame the shit out of it as soon as they do some shit like that.
So that's the only opportunity we get to protest this type of situation.
Yeah,
when they fuck up. When they fuck up. It's when they fuck up.
They fuck up. Yeah.
So I'm telling you, like, even if we make our own content, we've already discussed this last episode, bro. We made our own content on YouTube fucking 10 years ago. The Asians were dominating YouTube, bro. But it nothing came out of fruition of that. Nothing came into fruition out of that. Yeah. So it's literally the responsibility of the Hollywood directors, producers, etc., the higher ups up there, to make that conscious decision to just realize, like, you're not gonna lose sales, like, or whatever their excuses.
Yeah, man, we got to find a way to fucking. Yeah, it's definitely on them, but again, everything is like goes back to the money. Like, if they don't see, like, our demographic even goes out to watch these movies, really, there's not even enough of us to
they're not
even
gonna,
like.
They're not gonna
like, why would they from a business standpoint?
That's why what you were saying, JD, like. We just got to start production companies of our own. You know what I'm saying? Like, Asians in general.
You know, from a business standpoint, you're gonna go for your target audience and you're gonna cater to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like, if you have your own production company, you do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, then you call the shots.
You call the shots. You make the movies you want. You cast the people you want to cast. So,
yeah,
I mean,
then you can invest in your culture, even if, like, you might not make as much money,
but you're doing what you want to
do.
Like,
you're putting wealth into your culture. You know.
I feel like that needs to happen. I feel like that is the next frontier, to be honest. So we gotta start.
That's what needs to happen.
Culture's got to stop relying on other people. Yeah.
It's the next step, man. I'm just waiting on it, bro. I'm just waiting on it because there's nothing. I don't know. Hey, man, I don't like to be pessimistic or whatever, but I don't see anything to look forward to in that sense, bro. Because like, we can make our own production company, or like I forgot what my train of thought was, but yeah, man. Like, I don't know. Right now I feel like we're stagnant. We're stagnant right now. We're stagnant as fuck right now.
Like I said, I feel like we making baby steps, but we got to see where we at in 10 years and see what comes out of it.
We just need that voice, bro. We need that voice.
I don't know where it's going to be in the future, but right now it's looking okay.
There's Asian directors and Asian producers out there that aren't casting Asian people, bro. They're not. And it's crazy.
Yeah, true.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So, like I said, it all ties together with the self-hatred shit. Because, like I said, I think 2020, the people of our generation, we idolize the media. So yeah, it's the media's fault, bro. Like, it'll always be the media's fault.
I concur with that point 100%.
Concur with me. My brother concur with me. So,
I agree, bro.
Yeah, like I said, man, this whole colorism and everything, this whole argument and shit, like, no, we're not arguing, but this whole fucking, like, debate and everything, like, we may or may not, like, we might get flack from Filipinos, right? Because it kind of seems like we're arguing against their culture and what they believe in right now. But, like, at the same time, when we discuss, like, they might think we're arguing against their mentality as we discuss this issue, but if you really think about it, all we're doing, bro, we're just embracing the culture, you know? We're just trying to get the Filipinos all around to just accept. Yeah, bro, like
stop hating on your people and yourself.
Yeah, it's toxic because I don't want to come off as like, you know, oh, look at this Filipino American born in fucking America over here talking about fucking criticizing Filipino mentality. But it's like, I'm over here trying to embrace you guys. You feel me? Like, embrace who you really are. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah, we're just kind of analyzing, and, you know, this helps us with our own identities by discussing topics like this because it's something that's very prevalent in our lives as we grow up.
No, man, especially we talking about like the skin whitening and shit. They should definitely know that shit is wrong, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, that shit is wrong, and they need to know that shit. Okay, yeah. If you are brown and dark, embrace that shit, bro. That shit is beautiful. Do not fucking self-hate yourself. Like, for real.
Yeah, man. If y'all don't agree with us and you're teaching your kids to fucking hate themselves because they're
not darker Filipino,
yeah, exactly. Fuck you. Educate yourself.
Fucking boomers. Y'all gonna be gone in like 20 years.
Your ideas will die with you.
Damn. Shit.
I just hope our generation has the same mentality as we do, bro. Because if so, then it's progressive, bro.
Hey, man, it's not. As long as we got people like us with that kind of mentality, it's gonna go up.
Hopefully, bro. Because, bro, Jordan, I don't know, because I know you never been to the Philippines, but when I go there, everyone's on that skin whitening shit, bro. Almost everybody.
No,
bro.
I know. I mean, I've never been there, obviously, but like, I know that's how it be, bro. Like,
all ages, you know. So it's kind of hard to tell, but it's like, Hey, man, all we're saying, man, is, hey, man, if you're dark, you're dark. If you're dark, it's because the sun hits you more than other people. That's it, man. That's all it means.
It don't mean nothing. It don't mean you're a lesser person. What the fuck?
That melanin is fucking beautiful, man.
It doesn't mean anything. And hopefully the media, hopefully you guys just take us in, man. Just like, yo, man, we can act better than, I bet some dark people act better than light people. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. I'm a cool toffee. I'm a cool toffee.
I'm a chewy caramel. I'm a chewy caramel. I like that.
I'm a cool toffee with a little white chocolate, like, a little mix, you know what I'm talking about? That's my shit. All right, man. Any other thoughts on this, fucking, this whole colorism and just, like, self-hatred and Asian identity shit from any of you guys or not?
I think
Love
we covered
yourself.
it. Love yourself. And we covered that, pretty well. So, you know what I'm saying? What else we got to say, bro? Just go out there and do it.
Love yourself. Love yourself unless you're a shitty person. Then don't love yourself.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about? All right. So quick. You said what?
No, go ahead.
Nah, Jordan, finish your thought.
No, I wasn't going to say nothing. Go ahead.
You know what? Me and JD not going to say anything until you say something, bro.
Mixtape coming soon.
Never mind. Okay. All right, real quick. Some quick questions, okay? All right, both of you guys, would you guys rather lose your sense of smell or your sense of taste?
If you lose your sense of smell, you're already losing your sense of taste. Because smell is...
Damn, he got you there. Ask a different question, bro.
No, answer it. Okay, but you're talking about from a scientific standpoint.
Yeah.
Bro, come on. Okay, bro. Like in a hypothetical world where you'll keep your 100% sense of taste, would you rather lose your smell or your? This is what I'm fucking acting like I'm a doctor and I'm over here like, Jordan, I'm sorry. You were in a situation where we got to remove one of them. Which one is it? This motherfucker Jordan talking about. Well, hold on.
Once I lose one, we lose both.
Okay, sense of smell or sense of taste?
Motherfucker, it's not like hearing and seeing. You know what I'm saying? Them two shits is connected.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't want to choose something.
One will get stronger, like exponentially. Just
plus I didn't want to choose something as extreme as vision or deafness or loss of hearing. So I'm saying or would you rather not have the ability to smell a barbecue, or would you rather not be able to taste food?
If that was the case and they were really separated, I would definitely rather lose my smell rather than my taste.
Yeah, probably smell.
Because if I can't smell that fart, I did. You know what I'm saying? That's
I was
cool.
thinking about the same thing. If I lose my fucking taste and I could fucking smell farts 10 times better. That is not a plus.
Okay.
I think we could all agree that yes, sense of smell, we could do without it. Honestly,
I feel
how can you enjoy food if you ain't got no taste?
I feel like your taste gives you so much euphoria, way more than your sense of smell.
Yep. So I think that's unanimous. I think right there, smell's gone.
That's facts. That's just facts. Because that affects so much more. If I don't smell something, it's not that serious. There's times where you smell something but someone else doesn't, and it's not that serious.
It will be bad if
carbon monoxide leak in your fucking house.
I was gonna say if there's a fucking gas leak, that's gonna be a problem.
Oh well, fuck it.
Fuck it, good. It tastes weird in the air right now.
You're like, hey, there might be a gas leak, but this prime rib is hitting right now. You feel? This shit hitting right now. You feel? All right. Next question.
Go.
All right, who got the best fries? Fast food. Who got the best fries? Go.
Fuck, it's about to get heated.
Five Guys, hands down.
What the fuck? God damn it, Jordan.
You talking about Five Guys is kind of like a fast food, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, Five Guys is hard. It's just unexpected. I didn't expect that.
Man, honestly, since I was a youngin', I've always loved Burger King fries. I don't know why they hit every time, but they hit.
I like how thick Burger King fries be. THICC thick. I like because McDonald's fries are kind of thin. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the Burger King fries.
I fuck with McDonald's fries heavy though,
bro. McDonald's fries is good, but if you don't eat them shits within 10 minutes, they suck.
I fuck with okay. I guess this is just hard to argue about because I don't like thick fries, bro. Like I don't like potato wedges, bro. I don't like potato wedges.
Okay, we ain't talking about no fucking potato wedges.
I like potato wedges if they're done.
I don't like
if
thick
they're
fries.
a little crispy on the outside, you know.
I don't like thick fries,
on the
bro.
inside.
My favorite fries of all time is damn near Jack in the Box curly fries.
I'm not gonna lie, those are pretty.
Those are fire. I just feel like I've had them way too much to like even crave for them.
But JD, you just told me you don't like a fry because you like this so much, bruh.
What?
I'm telling you,
I've gotten it too much.
Yes, because you like
So
them.
like in my head right now, all I'm thinking about is like the grease that I taste when I bite into them.
Hey, can we unanimously agree at least that In-N-Out has the worst fries?
In-N-Out has the worst fries if they're not well done. Yeah, they have.
Yes, they have the worst
If you
fries.
ask them
In-N-Out
well
has the
done,
worst fries.
I fuck with it. I fuck with it.
Man, it makes that shit bearable. I'll say that.
It's not bad, man.
In-N-Out is on the same level as like. Actually, it might be on the lower level, but I still enjoy In-N-Out fries, like with the house sauce.
I don't really do
no.
In-N-Out fries if they're not well done. Honestly, if we're being honest, like I'll eat it, but you know whose fries I really don't fuck with at all? It's Wingstop's, bro. I do not fuck with Wingstop's fries.
You don't
For
like
real?
Wingstop fries?
I like Wingstop fries, bro.
I do too.
I do not fuck with Wingstop's fries. Once I open that box, even if it's fresh, it looks like it was just sitting in the fucking. It was sitting in a heater for like 2 hours, bro. It's just so soggy and shit, bro. I can't do
Maybe
those
it's like
type of fries.
situational though.
It might be, but look, I'm the fry guy. I like thin fries that are crispy, bro. That's just it. That's just it. It is what it is. You know, I like
Man,
thin
those
crispy
Wingstop fries with their like ranch.
I like thin
Or
and
the
crispy
blue cheese
fries.
just for me.
Wingstop is thick and soggy. I mean, that's just what it is. You know.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm a fat boy right now, and I like those soggy, kind of oily side
I do
tastes.
like the soggy, oily fries, bro. They just kind of enjoyable. Like I
They
don't
got
need
like
to have
that
it
concentrated dry aged fry like taste.
That ties in with that self hatred shit, but don't do that to yourself, bro. Like don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, bro. Like come on, bro. There's higher quality fries out there, bro. The lighter skin fries, bro. Like they're better.
I like a soggy fry, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, they just got like a different flavor. That shit is fire. Like if you get like a soggy fry every now and
few
then.
Crispies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You pair it up with the crispy one.
Bro,
I
just don't do soggy fries because look, Fire Wings, right? They got fire fucking fries. Their fries are so good, but sometimes I ask for it with the with their garlic or not garlic parmesan, but I think it's the Cajun fries. Whatever, there's sauce on it, right, or whatever. But it's fire. But like, if I don't eat it within 15 minutes and it gets soggy, I'm not fucking with it, bro. That shit's like I don't fuck with it. Like I don't fuck.
See,
with
I
it.
feel that way about McDonald's fries the most because when the McDonald's fries get soggy, them shits taste so bad. Like it's different. Like
So you're saying
different.
there's a line where because you don't like McDonald's fries when they're soggy, but you like certain other fries when it's automatically soggy. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
I don't like it when it's cold
That's
soggy. When it's
crazy.
hot soggy, pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah. Okay, there you go. That's a better way to put it. Like JD just said, hot soggy, good. Cold soggy, nah.
I don't know, bro, because I think I like
Miss me with that.
I think I like my fries fried, bro. I don't think I like my fries boiled. You feel me?
I don't
Y'all
like them
y'all like 'em boiled.
soggy, dog. It's just
Y'all
a
like 'em
change in
boiled.
texture and flavor. Sometimes you need a little mouth
You guys
fucking
like boils.
refresher, you know?
Motherfucker, I think we eating like mashed potatoes and shit.
What
Hey,
the
mashed
fuck you
potatoes are
mean,
A1.
bro? Soggy fries are mashed potatoes, bro. What the fuck? They're mashed
you know, you know.
potatoes.
Hey,
Comment down below if you agree. I know we're about to get hella comments.
there's level to this, man. You ain't with it.
But look, McDonald's fries.
You're not a fat boy like we are.
Jordan.
What?
Doesn't McDonald's fry their fries in beef fat or something like that?
No, motherfucker. That was in the 50s when they first started or whatever they first
I'm not
started.
saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying that's a fucking one up. So you're saying they don't do that anymore? Because that's
I would be
good, bro.
surprised because I feel like that shit would cost
Way back in the
extra.
Bro, that's genius. Why would they not do that anymore?
Because it's
It would
fucking
cost
unhealthy,
way too
that's
much.
why. Yeah, and it costs too much.
I bet. Okay, next question. Who got
Go
the
ahead,
best
go ahead.
chicken nuggets? Chicken nuggets. Who got the best chicken nuggets?
Yes, McDonald's hands down, bro.
I gotta go McDonald's.
McDonald's hands down.
I can't go wrong with them. If they're crispy too, oh my god,
They're
fire.
Yeah, McNuggets, hands down, bro. The best fucking chicken.
Hey. Since I'm gonna say worst too. Worst is Chick-fil-A. Y'all nuggets is ass.
I knew you were gonna say
Chick-fil-A nuggets suck, and I'll take that shit to the grave with me.
I honestly I do not agree with that. Have you had fucking Jack in the Box? Those are pretty bad
Jordan's
too.
Chick-fil-A hate you. We get you, bro. You're in support of LGBTQ, bro. We get it, bro.
Man, fuck Chick-fil-A. No.
we
Fuck
get
Chick-fil-A
it.
actually, man.
Nah, fuck Chick-fil-A for that
Shit, I forgot about that. I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in forever.
I haven't tried their nuggets. I haven't tried their nuggets, but McNuggets go crazy. McNuggets go crazy. I like Wendy's spicy nuggets. Those go crazy too.
Those are pretty good too.
Yeah. Put that on the list.
Plus, like, if you realize, like, a lot of places chicken nuggets, they're hella cheap, bro. Like, they're fucking cheap.
Man, is that next on Horizon, bro? We're gonna do like a mukbang podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like
that 20 for 5 of McDonald's.
Why not?
Bro, that's unbeaten,
That's
bro.
gonna be the death of me.
Unbeaten, bro. Unbeaten.
What sauces y'all get?
My favorite's honey mustard.
There's two situations.
I usually
You said
get
what?
2 sweet and sours, 2 ranches. Boom. We set you alternate
For a
in between the
5-pack?
two. For a 20 pack.
Okay, there's two different moods. All right, one mood I'll be in the mood for ranch. The other mood I'll be in the mood for a mix of barbecue and honey mustard. That shit goes crazy, bro.
Ooh, I haven't tried that one.
Barbecue
yet.
and honey mustard, that shit go crazy.
Remember when they did the Szechuan sauce from Mulan for a little bit?
You know
that sauce was pretty fucking good.
I never
too.
tried it, bro. Like I never tried it.
I haven't tried
tried
that
Dude,
either.
it was fire. Like I really enjoyed it when they did have it.
I never tried
They
it.
probably gonna bring it back.
Get to me. I never tried it. Okay.
Dude, they
Next,
had motherfuckers selling like whole cases for like $1,000.
Oh yeah, I saw that
bet.
shit.
all right, next question. Best taco meat. Go.
Taco meat, al pastor.
Lengua.
The best one, JD.
Yeah, I love fucking lengua.
You're not
enjoy
trying to
some
sound
lengua,
bizarre
too.
right now. You're not trying to sound bizarre because I love lengua.
No,
but
bro.
you're gonna say
Lengua's good, bro. Come on now.
I love lengua. I'm just saying, is it the best tasting one, bro? That's the question, bro. Like, that's
It's a very
I like
simple
buche
flavor.
too. It's like
Ooh, you got to look at that buche, bro. I see you. Like buche, hella good too. Shit.
yeah, like how when you in the mood for something like hella like rich and oily. Some buche.
That might be a little too adventurous for most people, though. You know
I
what
like
I'm
my
saying?
burritos. I like my burritos out the store, but I think my tacos gotta stay carne asada, bro. For real.
Bro, you know
Damn,
what?
for real?
Yeah, I love al pastor burritos, and I love lengua, but I think when I'm getting tacos, the smell and the taste of a carne asada, bro.
Carne asada, basic bitch. No,
I know, for real. This is what I was
Fuck
fucking.
you. You guys just don't want to be
It
basic.
goes back to the
I knew
self-hatred,
it.
bro.
I knew
Let
it.
yourself explore.
I knew it. Y'all doing it just to not sound basic. Fuck you guys. I trust my taste buds, bitch.
Bruh, I really like
It's a
carne
fucking
asada is
fried
really like
beef,
the
bro.
last thing I order nowadays when I get tacos because
That shit hits.
that's usually the most basic
I'll tell you
one.
my burrito order, bro. I get shrimp, steak, lengua. Oh no, I'll get I'll get shrimp. I'll get lengua. I'll get some motherfucking chicharron. Bitch, that's how not
All in
basic
one?
I am, bro.
Which burrito place is this?
I'm telling you, I get 3 burritos. Nah, I'll tell you.
Hey, actually, there's a burrito place here in Santa Barbara that does like the 3 different types of meat all in one. It's pretty good, actually.
I bet.
Historic asada and chicken.
No,
bet.
Mix that shit up.
I bet that tastes hella good.
I bet, bro. As long as you're not mixing some crazy shit like fish and like fucking lengua and I don't know.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all why I like the al pastor though. When they put that slice of pineapple on top, bro, and that contrast, man, that shit is hella good.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly, those
bro.
are my usual orders: is pastor and lengua.
Yeah, no. What else? There's one I always get too. I can't think of the shit right now. Anyway,
What we got?
I'm thinking of.
There's one with the oho or something like that. It's
I don't think I've
No?
ever tried that
So you got eyes, you got eyeballs in your shit?
No, maybe not.
one. The chicharron tacos do go crazy though.
I know some places do like fried tripe too. I fuck with those too.
No, the tripas, man, that
Yeah.
shit is hella good too. And if I'm feeling like some basic meat, then I'll go for the pork. What is it called? The fucking
carnitas,
bro.
The tripas go
haven't-
crazy, but it has that gaming taste, bro. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It has that gaming taste.
Hey, man,
I'm not gonna. I'm like
Filipino.
Jordan. Bro,
Yeah.
have you had tacos? Man, what's that taco place I keep fucking recommending to you?
Sinaloa?
Taco Sinaloa, bro. Get their carnitas because they fry it first, so it's like all crunchy, bro. That shit is so good.
Hey, that do sound hella good right now because, bro, the other day I was watching. I think I showed y'all. Remember the Netflix Taco Chronicles shit?
Yeah.
Man, bro, that shit made me want tacos all the time.
Bro.
Every time you
Hey,
put
Jonathan,
it on.
go there too, bro.
Where is it?
Taco Sinaloa. There's one in. I think they just put one in Berkeley, but it's in Oakland.
All right, next question. Best number one Filipino food. Go. Boom.
Oh shit. Okay. That's a tough
Ah,
one.
fuck, man, that's tough.
Number one.
Our
Number one. Ain't no number two.
Favorite?
Number
all
three.
time,
Number
yeah.
one, bro. Number one.
I don't know why, but like kare kare is my shit. Like, and it won't change. It hasn't changed through the years. I just fucking love that shit. It just has like the most tender meat. Plus, I like a little bit of tripe. Like, and it has veggies. And you have a little sinigang at the side, bro.
Okay. No. Ain't no size, bro. Ain't no size. Only side you get is white rice.
Kare kare, man. Kare kare.
Because that's automatic.
Okay.
All right, what about you, Jordan?
Okay. For me, it's more based on nostalgia because my grandma used to cook it for me all the time, and shit was so good. Is bistek.
Ooh, nice.
I love bistek, bro. I love bistek.
Hey, Jonathan, let me guess yours, bro.
Go.
Is it sisig? You basic ass bitch. I know you.
Hold up. You gonna call me basic, but Jordan just said bistek, bruh. You said I'm basic, but he just said bistek. Bro, that's just soy sauce and vinegar, bro.
It's fucking lemon and soy sauce, you uncultured swine.
Isn't there vinegar in there or not? Huh? Tell me there's no
put
vinegar.
fucking vinegar in there.
Bitch, you can put vinegar. Bitch, I dip my bistek in vinegar. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
That is fucking adobo, bro.
You might as well have said adobo, blood. All right, so look, if I had to choose two, it's sisig and it's Bicol Express.
I can see that because you cooked both of those last time and you loved them.
Jordan, Jay, you can't lie. Both of those were the best versions of what I've cooked of them. Like, I've cooked them multiple times. You experienced both of the best bistek and the best sisig and the best Bicol Express I've ever made.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'll give you the props, bro. That shit was delicious.
The sisig was
I'm not gonna lie.
fire with that mayo.
That sisig was good with the good, yeah, bro.
That shit
The
was perfect.
mayo, like we had the fried rice.
That shit was damn near
That
perfect.
shit was perfect. Yeah. Good thing we put the mayo. We're like trying to.
Yeah, that was just an
The
experiment.
mayo has the fat in it, bro. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, make it creamy and fatty. All right, so choices is kare kare, bistek, and sisig and Bicol Express.
I
For
know
those
I
listening-
you want to hate on sisig, right? But
I'm
look,
not,
what's
I'm not
wrong
hating
with
on
sisig?
sisig. I'm not hating on sisig.
There's nothing wrong
Bro,
with it.
sisig's hella
I
good.
love
It's
sisig.
nothing wrong with it, and it's not as basic as adobo and lumpia.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. I love sisig.
Hey, I will be the
Oh,
one.
also fucking what's that like roasted like pork shoulder?
crispy pata.
Yeah, crispy pata. Fucking love that
I
shit.
always get
Yeah.
tapa and pata mixed up.
Yeah, the crispy pata, man. Have you guys been to this place called Jerry's Grill?
I've heard of it, but I've never been there.
Man, we need to get there together.
No, yeah, I heard of it. I haven't been
We
there.
need to get there together.
Hey, I will say one thing. I say to you guys all the time, but I'll say it on here too. Chicken adobo, I hate it.
You hate it. Hate is a strong
hate it.
word, Jordan. Hate is a strong word, bro.
I hate chicken adobo.
What?
Bro.
That's
I
that
really do.
self-hate.
Bro, when your grandmother cooking that shit every other day because that's all we got in the kitchen, you will hate that shit too. Like,
hey, but real shit.
That's damn near how I felt about like Senegal for like a few years.
Real shit though, Jordan. Hey, real shit. Jordan hates Chipotle, bro. So his opinions are relevant to me, bro. Jordan hates Chipotle, bro. So I don't even know. But you feel me? Like chicken and dough looking crazy.
Chipotle some ass, bro. Like it's fake Mexican food.
Okay, he's saying his ass now. That's all.
It's not some ass.
Some
though.
ass. What?
Bro, they use wholesome ingredients. Like,
okay, that shit is healthy, but
very
it's
wholesome.
not Mexican food.
Like, we
if
gonna
you
have to
take
fight
it as
now.
what it is,
We
it's
gonna
pretty
have
good.
to fight now, bro.
I don't take it as Mexican food. Hell no.
Jordan, I better never catch you at a Taco Bell ever in my life, blood. I better not catch you at a Taco Bell ever.
Go crazy, bro.
Okay,
Oh my
real
god,
Mexican
this
food.
fucking guy.
Real Mexican food.
Okay. Chipotle, bro. Like, Taco Bell and Chipotle are not Mexican food. But if I'm gonna eat one, I'm gonna eat Taco Bell.
I go the other way.
Hey,
They're different. They're different. I'm just saying, if we're talking about this isn't authentic Mexican food, no fucking shit, it's not Mexican food, but
I'm gonna get my fucking cheapest taco, bro. That's what I'm gonna get.
Man, I just like, sometimes you just want like rice and some like solid meat, like.
But that's the beauty, bro. Because I only get the burrito bowls at Chipotle. I don't get tacos. I don't get burritos. I only get burrito bowls. And their steak is fire, bro. And their lime cilantro rice or lime rice,
Fire.
Come on, bro. Don't get me started.
I remember
bruh.
the first time you took us to Chipotle. You remember that, Jonathan?
Yeah.
We were like after the Best Buy. We went to Best Buy or some shit.
It was in Fairfield.
At the mall.
Yeah, I remember.
Like we did not fuck with that.
Oh, I did not remember that.
Yeah. I did not like it at all. I think it was because like I just wasn't like used to like Latin flavors pretty much.
Oh.
So everything was kind of like throwing me off, like the different spices and shit.
Okay, so you're more woke. You're more seasoned now.
Now, like,
literally.
also because like you put some hot ass fucking salsa on mine, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just like, this is the first time I'm having any real spice in my life, and like it's gonna be this. Hella beans too. I was like, man, like I cannot do this. I picked out the meat and shit.
Hey, motherfucker. Hey, Jonathan, motherfucker. Not everybody got the same spice tolerance as you, bro.
I didn't know. I was probably like 11 or 12, bruh.
But like once you get a taste of that, just the rice and the meat and like a little cheese and sour cream.
Hey, wait. Kind of off topic, but bro, I got a coworker, bro. She cannot handle spice at all, bro. Fucking, you put some black pepper on some shit, she'd be like, that's spicy.
That's my mom, bro. That's my mom.
That's my mom's mom. That's my mom too.
Bro, I'm telling you,
Exactly.
my mom will find the spice in things that aren't spicy. She will find it. I promise you, she will find it, bro.
See, there's not a lot of spice in Filipino foods, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's the whole cultural thing. Because, a lot of Mexicans, they like spicy food because a lot of their food involves spices and shit. And, and like peppers and shit,
I thought y'all put, y'all don't put like jalapenos and shit in your sinigang? I thought y'all did that.
Nah, we don't do that, bro.
I don't think I've ever
Not
done
traditionally,
that.
bro. Traditionally. I feel like traditionally the only thing that has any type of pepper is sisig, bro. Sisig has peppers in it. That's it. That's it.
Sisig and your Bicol Express.
Yeah.
Is like traditionally
I think I meant the Beagle Express actually, but probably Sisig too. But the Beagle Express has peppers in it. That's it.
I put fucking serranos in my sinigang. Make that shit a little spicy.
We do that. Me and my sister do that for fun, But it's not tradition. I don't think it's traditional.
No, it's not traditional.
Yeah, you won't find that on any Filipino restaurant.
Yeah. You won't. Yeah, for sure.
All right, next question, Jonathan.
You know what? I don't have another question. Can someone think of another question? Someone, man.
Bro, we like 80 minutes in, bro.
One question from each of you guys, and then we'll wrap it up. I can't think of anything else.
Hey, Jonathan.
What's that?
Do you remember our New York trip?
I do.
And do you remember Jeepney? Do you remember eating there?
Yeah.
Like, what did you think of the food there in terms of like how it's like Filipino food evolved?
If we're being honest, I don't remember, bro. I don't remember. If we're being honest. The only thing I remember. There's two things I remember from Jeepney. Right. I would definitely go back if that's what you're asking me. Like, I didn't have a bad experience. Two things I remember at Jeepney, all right? One, of course, we ate the balut. You can't forget that. We ate the balut at Jeepney. Okay. Two, Jeepney was the first time I ever knew of the concept of eating bone marrow.
Really?
Yes, bro. Like they
Really,
brought out
though?
the bone marrow. You guys ordered it. I didn't even realize you guys
remember
ordered
that.
it. Justine was like hella excited. I was like, bone marrow? What the fuck? I was like, wait, no, but not in a soup or
Bone
anything.
marrow is like one of the greatest
Not in a
things
soup,
ever,
bro. Not in a
man.
soup.
For
They're
real.
literally bringing the bone out, have the bone chopped in
Yeah.
half, and then we're scooping out the bone marrow out of the bone.
Yeah, a lot of restaurants like do that. I'm pretty sure.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I went to this like fanciest restaurant like I don't know, maybe like a year ago, and yeah, it was that roasted bone marrow, bro. And they give you like those
Hell yeah.
those toasted bread crostini type things. And
I mean, I love it.
that shit is
I love bone marrow
so
now.
good.
I love bone marrow, but back then I was like, y'all are cracking the bone open and eating in with the contents? Like you guys are eating the contents of the bone?
It's a trip when you think about it. When you open inside of a bone, it's just fat. Like
And
all
you're
fat.
eating it, bro. And you're eating it. You're eating it inside of a bone. It's not meat. It's bone.
It's fat, bro. Like
You ever
it's
had
just
that on
fat.
Nilaga? The bone marrow from Nilaga?
Yeah, I had to have.
that shit.
only made Nalaga once in my life, but that shit
That
was
shit
crazy.
clogged my arteries, but that shit is
For
good.
real,
No.
man. That bite with a little bit of patis and the bone marrow
Yeah.
and a little bit of the vegetable.
Yeah,
Don't eat too much of that.
yeah. Do you guys eat Nalaga like the way that a lot of Filipinos do, where they take the meat and they dip it in the sauce and then or you guys just eat
No,
it
I
like
take a bite of the meat and everything, like with the rice, and then I sip the soup, like as I'm chewing my bite. So it like moisturizes every bite.
moisturize? That's a good word. How about you, Jordan?
How do I eat my nalaga? Is that what you're asking? Same. It's just soup and the meat in one bowl and rice on the plate, and just you just take your bites in between. Put the soup on top of the rice and the meat, and
So you do it like
that.
sinigang, like how you're supposed to eat sinigang.
Yeah, exactly. Then you have people like my brother who just put that shit in one bowl.
I do that sometimes. It depends on the mood. My sister does that too with their sinigang,
yeah.
and
She
I'm pretty
does that
sure
with
she does that
sinigang
with
all the
Nilaga
time.
too.
Just a fucking a porridge, bro. Like,
I get bothered when your sister.
It's not a porridge, bro. Because I'll do that, but I don't like porridge, bro. I don't like porridge.
Well, I mean, porridge is different because it becomes thicker, right? When you actually cook it.
I don't like it
but-
because that's another thing you have to fucking eat right away or else it gets cold. Like it makes the soup get colder quicker when you have it like with the rice. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah. No, and
And
if you leave that shit sitting, it's just gonna soak up everything.
Yeah,
It's
just
not
nasty.
porridge because porridge is basically the sinigang, but I tip the bowl over, spill out all the soup, and then I eat the rice. That's porridge, bro. There's no
What? What the fuck?
like I get a bowl of soup and I empty the liquid and I'm eating the soggy ass rice. That's what porridge is. It's not the same. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I guess.
No, porridge is like fucking
Arroscaldo, bro.
Arroscaldo is hard. I'll make that exception. I don't know. It might be biased, but I like Arroscaldo.
Hey, bro. Arroscaldo, like that's like a comfort food, like for real.
super comfort food.
It really is, bro. It's
Especially
perfect on,
Honestly,
perfect on a
Filipino
cold day.
food for me is the comfort food. Like in general, When I get Filipino food with like rice.
Do you guys
and
ever
sitting
think?
on the
Do you guys
side,
ever think
that's
Filipino
comfort.
food will ever become mainstream or not? Personally, bro. I don't think it will, bro. I don't think it ever.
I
will.
don't think so, just because a lot of Filipino food is like stews and shit, bro. Like, and it's hard to like make that attractive to like newcomers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And everything needs to be eaten with rice. So we eat so much pork. We eat too much pork, too much rice. That's not going to go into the fucking health craze of America today.
That's why, bro, legit, it annoys me sometimes when motherfuckers be like, "Oh, I love Filipino food. I love lumpia," and I'm like,
Oh my
motherfucker.
God.
I'm like,
Oh
bro,
my God.
like lumpia is not the only thing Filipinos eat. Like, oh man, I hate when people say that.
I know.
First thing
At
they
the same
say-
time, they're just like, yeah, they're like the only thing they can think of our culture.
The closest thing, the closest thing that will ever become mainstream is lumpia, and lumpia is just an egg roll, bro. It's just an egg roll.
I know.
It's just an egg
It's
roll.
literally just egg roll, bro.
It's just an egg roll.
It's not really fully
Literally.
Filipino. You know what I'm saying?
It's literally an egg roll.
Honestly, I think in the future it'll become bigger.
But why? Why and with what dish? Why? Why and what dish, JD? Tell me.
I don't know, man. Like once you have more Filipino like business owners that can invest in like, I don't know, like not fast food, but faster food, maybe like a more Americanized DJs and somehow I've seen a few of those at at like chicken spots, they'll also sell like a little bit of like Filipino foods that are kind of a little bit more Americanized. And I see that, bro, especially like with the desserts can pop off. Like ube is a big thing. Ube kind of popped off already.
Ube did not pop off, JD. Ube did not pop off, bro.
Ube got super popular in like the last 2-3 years.
Ube is popular within Filipinos, bro. If I'm gonna be that person, ube did not blow up in
I don't know, bro. I saw it all on social media, bro. All these white people trying it and shit.
I don't know. Like, not over here. Not over here.
No. That's a lie, dude. I have so many friends, non-Filipinos, that go crazy for ube.
I haven't seen it personally.
It's a flavor that's literally like, popping.
I'm not gonna say it's not potentially good, but I just haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, but it's good. Like I love ube. But look,
man, just the way I have a white girlfriend and she like loves the Filipino stuff that I bring her, like it gives me hope.
Well, I have a feeling that Georgia just likes flavor, bro. She just likes flavor. So if you find snacks with flavor, you're gonna like it, bro. There's no cultural bias or anything, you know. So I think that's what it is.
I think we've seen it too, like like Senior CC, like taco trucks and shit. That fusion type shit. I feel like if you're gonna introduce people to Filipino foods, it's gonna have to be like that.
Maybe slowly, like
but that could also just be like in our like personal circles. Kind of how
it could be. I went to Peace, Love, and Boba. You guys know about Peace, Love, and Boba? It's in Vacaville. I went to Peace, Love, and Boba. I saw this Mexican family. They all ordered adobo burritos. I was like, okay, go do your thing then. Go crazy. Adobo burritos. Like,
it's different, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like something familiar, you know?
That's crazy. But look, Mexican food is it's in the forefront because it's just fucking fire, right? You could arguably say that sushi, Japanese food, which is mainly sushi, which is in the forefront. You can say that the aesthetic of it, right? It looks beautiful. Sushi is fucking made beautiful, and it tastes good, right? Korean barbecue, Korean food. The main popping thing right now is KBBQ. It's the experience, bro. The experience because KBBQ, like, it's just meat, bro. It's just meat. Mm-hmm. It's just meat. Mm-hmm. There's no like super Korean thing. You'll probably see a bunch of like non-Korean people go to KBBQ spots and not eat the what's it called, Jordan?
The sides and shit.
What's it called, Jordan? I know you know the word. I don't know the word.
The banchan.
Yeah, they don't eat that shit, but they eat the meat because it's just meat. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I've seen that before.
How are the Philippines?
Yeah, and they ordered like some steamed broccoli and shit.
Imagine how much they waste, bro. Imagine how much of those they waste. But like, I don't know what the Filipinos could possibly have, bro. And like, I love Filipino food. I'm just saying, like, as far as mainstream and like culture, like worldwide national appeal, like, I don't know. Like, I have no idea.
That's why like the most accessible shit, I think, is like. It's just the basic shit first, right? I'm thinking like tocino, longanisa, sisig, right? That shit is really like easily accessible for people, I believe.
Once we get the Americanized, like bastardized version of Filipino foods that are like easily digestible by like a larger base, I think it'll happen. Like, I don't know, like Indian food is pretty popular. Like,
you know what I could realistically imagine? I could really realistically imagine if Kamayan, if that went crazy, if that
like a buffet.
Yes, but like with your hands, with the green leaves and everything. I think if the banana leaves, I think if that became a hype, then potentially.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to think realistically from a marketing standpoint, because I don't see longanisa randomly blowing up like, yo, I love longanisa. My name's Tanner and I love longanisa. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think so. But if like an experience like Kamayan, I think like that would be maybe one of the only ways.
There's one here, bro, in the Bay. I know you've been there, probably. Isla? You been to Isla?
Isla, yeah. I think it's in San Bruno.
Yeah, no, it's in
There's multiple islas, but I think there's one in San Bruno. If not, there's not anymore.
Okay.
But yeah,
there's one by Union City. I forgot exactly where, but yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, that shit is cool, bro. That shit looks pretty. Like, when they lay that shit out on the banana leaf and it's all like on one platter, big ass platter. Like,
bro,
definitely an
experience. Do something like that.
Yeah, but it's the thing is, the only people I ever see go to Isla is other Filipinos. So, so like,
I'm gonna put it out in the air though that like, I think Kamayan might be the gateway, bro. I think it might be the gateway.
I think it could be.
I think it could, because if more, like, imagine if hella people on your timeline were posting that shit like it was a new hype. I think it would work, bro.
Definitely. Plus, it's a unique experience.
It's a unique, and it's like you're eating with your hands, bro. Like, you know, like
it's like that crab, boiling crab.
Exactly. And that's why Creole food, like, you know, Yeah.
It's crazy how that like let's say like 10, 15 years ago, like there was nothing like that.
There was nothing like that.
And then all of a sudden, one after the other, bro, like it just started popping up. And
that's because people like putting on the bib and having the white tablecloth, and they like putting their ketchup on the table and shit like that. You know, eating with their hands,
having all the food in front of you,
getting messy. Yeah. So I think Kamaya might be the gateway. Okay, Jordan, you got a poll question or not? Give me one, bro. Give us one.
Come back to me, bro. JD, go.
JD went already.
I went already, bro.
You got
five, extra 30 minutes.
You got 5 seconds. You got 5 seconds.
5 seconds. What's your favorite hot sauce, bro? All time.
Oh, that's a good one.
Time.
Mine's Tabasco.
There's
for
too
me.
many. There's too many
Tabasco.
options, Jordan. There's too many. Way too many options. Way too many options. Oh, there's way too many options. Are you talking about mainstream? Are you talking about mainstream companies?
It could be anything. I'm being on like not even mainstream, like just anything.
Jonathan's gonna say some shit like
he's
fucking nuclear, bro.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
Hiroshima Part 2.
It's gonna be called like Ghost Pepper 69.
Okay, right now,
Ghost of my butthole.
Not Ghost of my butthole. The devil's anus. But look. If we're not talking mainstream, there's this. My sister got this Thai chili oil. It's amazing, bro. It's amazing. I'm gonna give her that credit. That shit is fucking amazing.
Thai chili oil. Where can I find this Thai chili oil?
I don't know, bro. I can't find
that, bro.
I can't find it in
Seafood
City. I can't find it in Seafood City. She lives an hour away from me, and I have to tell her to buy me 3 packs. That's how. I don't know where to buy it, bro.
If I'm being completely fucking honest, yeah, my favorite like hot sauce type thing is the chili oils you be getting from like Chinese places. You know what I'm saying? That the shit on the side.
Those are cool, but those don't hit for me, bro. Like they don't kick.
Well, to me, I love it because every place is different. Like each place has a different recipe for it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's true.
I have a Vietnamese place, my pho place. Oh my god, bro! I swear theirs is like the best I ever had, and it's way different than any other places I've been. So it's like it just depends on the place you go, to be honest.
Right.
But like that's my favorite.
Yeah. So I make this mean traditional Thai seafood hot chili sauce. It's just fucking fire. So the Thais, the Thais, bro. They like their spice, bro. They like their spice. But if we're talking mainstream, I have 2 options, bro. Tabasco goes crazy because I love that flavor. Like I love that strong ass kick. A lot of people don't like it. Like I think my sister doesn't like fuck with it that much because she wants her food spiced and she doesn't want her hot sauce to have too much flavor to interfere with the original like the dish's flavor. Yeah. But I love Tabasco and I like fuck, there's too many options, bro. Okay, let me choose 2 more, all right? One more. Valentina. Have you guys had Valentina?
Valentina's cool.
Valentina, I like Valentina. I like the flavor of it. 3, I like El Yucateca.
Okay.
El Yucateca. Oh, El Yucateca has a great spice.
My favorite is Cholula, bro. Like
Cholula's
I like Cholula. I like Cholula.
Cholula's cool, but I'll take Valentina
Cholula
over
and
Cholula.
habanero Tabasco for me. Hey, off topic though, man, I just had a fucking breakfast sandwich again with some Tabasco mayo. If you guys haven't tried that.
Oh, I remember you trying to put us on to that.
Tabasco mayo. Fire.
I don't know if I've tried Tabasco mayo specifically, but spicy mayo in general is really my shit, bro.
Hey, bro, I got some Kewpie in the fridge, bro. If I mix it with my Cholula, you think that shit will go crazy?
I don't know, because Kewpie mayo is different than regular mayo.
Kewpie mayo. You never had Kewpie mayo?
Jordan, do you have regular mayo?
Oh, shit.
What's Kewpie?
It's Japanese mayo. Bro, you haven't had Japanese? Dude, that shit is so good.
I've never had Japanese mayo.
Hey, put it on your shopping list, man. Go get it.
Jordan,
how do you spell that shit?
Huh?
It's spelled
Kewpie. Kewpie.
Kewpie. Kewpie, like Kewpie.
Kewpie.
Yes, yeah. It's like Kewpie, bro.
Whoa. Oh, is this the shit that they put on like
okonomiyaki, like takoyaki, shit like that? Yeah.
Oh,
exactly
man,
what they put on
that fucking another off-topic thing. There's this Thai temple that I like to go to in Berkeley. It's like a temple, but in the back they be serving like hella food too. And you go there like a early Sunday. They only serve like once a week. There's this fucking Thai dessert called kanam krok. It's made with like a takoyaki, but it's like coconut.
Okay.
It's so good, bro. You either put like green onions or like sweet corn or like cinnamon, bro.
You
It's so
said
good.
Thai, right? You said Thai?
Yeah, it's Thai.
That sounds hella good. That
sounds hella good, bro, because I love Thai food, bro.
Some shit.
Bro. You guys need to go. Oh, fuck, it's fucking quarantine. Okay, when the quarantine's over and maybe they're open, I don't even know if they're open now, but get there. It's in Berkeley, Thai Temple, and then they have really good soup too, like noodles and soup. So you get one of those. Like you can like choose your noodles. You literally wait in the line. You choose your noodles and like this big ass fucking pot of broth. They just like serve it. Just like put a bunch of spices in it. Super good.
Have you guys had tomka?
I think I have.
Tomka is like it's a Thai soup, but it has the same flavor as a Thai curry, but it's not curry. It's soup, and it has mushrooms in it, bruh. It's so fucking fire, bro. So fire. I think I just like the flavor of coconut milk.
Yeah. No. I've tried that before. It's pretty fire.
It's just fire. All right. Any other thoughts or not? Because it's been a whole movie's length, the whole feature film. This whole podcast has been a feature film.
I think we're good for tonight.
Dang, that's good.
That was
fun, bro.
All right, Jay. Hope you join us again. You feel me? Because this shit be getting popping. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks for having me on.
We'll get serious, but then we'll lighten up at the end. You feel me? So.
I really want to thank this platform y'all gave me.
Yeah. Wait. No, we got it brought to you. This episode is brought to you by Viagra.
Episode is brought to you by Viagra. Is your penis soft? Yeah, okay, chill. I went the whole hour and a half without editing anything. I think I gotta edit that shit out. Oh my god, that shit was so sus. All right, brought to you by Viagra.
Know, bro. I'll be happy to hop back on for sure.
Brought to you by Viagra. Use our discount code extra hard. XXX hard. And you know,
and we get 20% off.
20% off. Use our
20%
discount code
off on your price, 20% on your dick.
20% off the price, 20% on your penis. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the neoPod podcast. My name is Prodigy.
My name is JMV.
This is Johnny Donson coming to you live, baby.
Yes, sir. We out of here. Yay!